fast, fair. Fox Toledo News, first at 4, starts right now.
First at 4, an announcement no one saw coming. This morning, Toledo's mayor and police chief announced that the remaining laid-off police officers will be brought back onto the force.
This decision effective immediately. The officers have been contacted today. They're filling out the paperwork. Some will even hit the streets as early as tomorrow. Michelle Zapata is live with another part of this morning's announcement.
Well, in addition to the 14 officers being called back, the mayor also announced they're budgeting for a police class next year. The class will consist of around 30 recruits, but pressure will be on the next administration to decide when the class will start and how it will be funded. A combination of 36 retirements this year and money left over from 11 Toledo police officers' salaries who are on military leave was enough funding to bring back the laid-off officers for the remainder of the year.
I'm very, very pleased that prior to Thanksgiving and the holiday season that these 14 officers, which means that all of the officers that were laid off, will be back on duty.
Also adding fuel to the fire on this decision, several complaints about groups of young people gathering in certain neighborhoods of the city near Rogers High School and the Central City, causing for concern amongst residents.
We are getting a substantial number of complaints in a couple of neighborhoods right now, and those complaints will be addressed. And with these 14 additional officers, we're going to be better equipped to address those complaints.
This addition will allow the chief to add 2 new detectives to the investigation unit and 2 community service officers, filling the holes that were left behind back in May with the massive cuts to the department.
But we have weathered a very difficult year, and I'm very proud of the men and women of the police department. They have done an admirable job under very adverse circumstances.
I just want to thank the mayor for making the right decision. It goes to show that if he allows us to give input, the chief to give input, he analyzes that input, he realizes that it makes sense, and it was cost effective to bring them.
Now, the mayor is budgeting for the new police class and these 14 officers in next year's budget, but he says the next mayor will have to determine how to pay for these added officers. Most likely, taxes will have to be increased or fees raised. Finkbeiner says we just can't afford to make any more cuts to public safety. Reporting live, Michelle Zapata, Fox Toledo News, first at 4.
Hi, thank you, Michelle. So here's our Fox Toledo feedback question of the day. Will you be willing to pay more taxes and fees if it means more police on the streets? Now, you can respond to us via Twitter, Facebook, or simply send us an email and give us your thoughts.